Today is, as you guys know, April Fools. I was just waiting for Transport Canada to say, okay, just joking guys, these laws were just a joke. Unfortunately, it's reality. Although today is one of those days where you can't really trust any of the news sources. What are some funny April Fool things I've seen today? There was one of this, it was called Google Gnome. For you, it's basically playing a joke on the Google Home, which is one of those helper devices. But basically, this was meant more for like outdoors as a joke, because Google Home was meant more for the inside, whereas this Gnome was meant for the outside. So it's turning like the hose and stuff on and off. Yeah, I'll link it, you guys can see it. This was actually supposed to be a joke. It was called Coke Helium, where they said when you drink the actual soda, it will make your voice like, you know, high as if you like swallowed some hot air and so forth. And I was thinking, this is a joke, but if this was an actual real product, I can imagine this thing actually selling pretty good. Right, I need to get some shopping done today at the store. It's actually no tax. I'm gonna try to buy some stuff, and I got a ton of coupons, so it's one of the ways to save money. I actually have a few people that wanted some stuff, so I figured, yeah, let's just try seeing what we can find. I'll take advantage of the deals. Let's see how low I can drop the bill to. The main coupon I'm trying to spend is, I got this one that says for every $50 you spend, you get $10 back. So that's my main aim. But there's other stuff too, like for example, buying like dentist products and so forth, like toothbrushes. So I'll try to take advantage of all those. This is super packed and there's no tax day. Yeah, it's usually smart to buy electronic stuff during a no tax. Actually, if I knew more people that knew it, I could have saved them probably like another $30. These are the good times to stock up on these juices too. Do you guys remember from the last time? No tax plus the 100, that's usually about 88 cents for that. It's not too bad. Alright, before I plunge money here, I usually like to make sure there's no other sales in the other places. So let's check the other places quickly. Partner sweat, yes. I'm actually always surprised when there's more people that shopping at places like here, even though the other places has like no tax and all that. Following a train. Guess I kind of know exactly what to get for the $50 and stuff now. Right, now time to grab the stuff. Okay, that's a little over 10 plus the coupon, so it's almost like it should be about $7 for all this. Okay, I know family members that will actually want this, so about $40.74. All right. Okay, 49.71. Yeah, it's like a fresh one though. Alright, I'll make it go a little over, but I get the points and stuff, and that'll bring you up to the total. Right, not by the brutal lineup. Okay, that was kind of a mess. Basically what happened was, the guy at first goes, okay, that's like $49. Please, I was like, 49? That can't be right, because I did all the math to make it go over $50 so I can get the points. And so I basically tried to double check, like, are you sure? And then afterwards, like, yeah. And I was like, okay, add something extra, basically a bag. But then as I checked it, what happened was he didn't scan one of the toothpaste. So basically that's why I went under. So I actually didn't get the points that I should have got for the toothpaste. That was worth at least $3. So technically, even though he forgot to scan it, I'm sure most people would be like, okay, whatever, like I get it for free because you forgot to scan it. But you actually make, I'm actually spending more money by not getting the proper, you know, the amount. Oh, so I had to return it. Or not return it. At first, I thought it would be as easy as, you know, you return it and they process everything again. But what they did was they only returned the toothpaste and the toothbrush, and then they basically gave me the credit. Oh my goodness. I can only imagine how much money people lose by just relying on the cashier just to process everything without looking, usually in grocery stores. That's why I always add everything up. You never know, because this is pretty common actually, I find, when people make errors like that. Raw, that was about, what is it? I spent about $7 for all that when you factor in all the coupons and stuff, so not bad. I'm usually the go-to guy for the friends and families to find deals like those. I usually find it really fun because I find most people, they just don't have the knowledge on where to shop or how to shop, so it's a great way to save money and all that. Oh, I'm almost running out of time for the day too. Oh, it just kind of went by fast. I got prepared for tomorrow as well because I've got a really busy day. There's actually one comment I wanted to talk about a little bit. I actually wanted to reply to it, but I didn't really have time, so I decided I want to just vlog about it. Now, from what I gather, this person doesn't actually have a drone, but he has a bad experience with it. To my understanding, he has like livestock, and there was a drone flyer that flew into his property, which basically, I guess, disturbed the animals, and they were all going crazy. And then he was saying like, well, like, yeah, you try like doing that in the middle of the night or whatever, trying to control like all the animals and stuff because of that. So because of incidents like that, he was suggesting a person like myself should try to look at it from the other perspective, where basically if there weren't people doing stupid things like that, then laws wouldn't be necessary. You know, in many ways, no, I agree. That's why I said before, there are people that are gonna, like, for example, do stupid things, and if you want to make laws that goes after people like that, then, you know, make laws that go after people like that. But what I'm trying to showcase basically is how the laws are really general, where it's in many ways it's biased in a very general way. And because drones aren't exactly an issue that an average person would understand, they wouldn't bother to kind of read the laws the way it's written and how restrictive it is in terms of limiting, you know, regular people who do, you know, they fly perfectly fine, but all they're doing is basically restricting people from flying these things. And just to use the example, I mean, just to make the point, like, if I in life, for example, had problems with an individual of a certain size, of a certain look, for example, like I saw the person abusing another person or myself, it's not appropriate for me to make a law that says everyone that's that guy's size or that looks like that guy should be banned from stepping on the public. Now, you would say to me like, whoa, of course, that's crazy. What are you talking about? That's like discrimination. Like, in many ways, that is kind of like what this law is, like with the drones. Because they're basically classifying everyone into a certain group. With the example of the person, would you say it's appropriate for me to say, hey, if people of that quote size or look didn't cause any trouble, then there would be no need for a law? I think you would agree the same thing. You'd say like, that's crazy. What are you doing? If you want to punish people for the act that they do, then punish them for the act that they do. Not putting everyone into this little basket. That then brought up the comment on how maybe people like myself should be proactively doing things to, you know, showcase the public, like how good drone flying is and so forth, as opposed to just like, you know, complaining about the laws. Just for myself personally, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I create drone videos and so forth, or even now. Because I feel a lot of people do have this perception that drones are all dangerous, and in my opinion, the government and the current laws is playing on people's fears and ignorance. So my hope is, like, even for a person like this that made that comment, I mean, it's great that you have like an open mind. And I hope by watching, you know, whether it's myself or somebody else, you can see how we use it in our lifestyle, for you to realize as well, like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe these laws aren't that great. Maybe it's a little bit like too extreme. Why are you being so afraid? Like that's my hope. Because just like my example with the, you know, people of a certain size or look, if that's all the media feeds you and so forth, then of course that's all you're gonna think, right? Like, okay, everyone with that certain look or whatever, they're dangerous. Make a law against them. So yeah, like I'm just one person, as I said like many times, but hopefully, like by me putting out the work like that, I'm doing like my part at least to try and promote the hobby and to encourage everyday people to have an open mind about what this whole hobby is about. But that's great, people that don't actually fly drones and stuff, they have an open mind to like watch the videos and comment about it, because in my opinion, the important thing is the dialogue and the discussion. Because at this point, if not enough like quote regular people like realize those laws are in many ways, like if you want to use the word discriminating, then use the word discriminating, but it takes like almost everyone to like kind of, you know, come up and say, hey, this needs to be fixed. I would be doing the same for anyone else in any other industry if I saw some kind of ridiculous law like that. All right, almost back now. Oh, the day's almost finished. Let's try something fun to edit. I usually like editing the drone footage. I'll try to capture some more once I figure out a place to go. Yeah, let's whip something up. Alright, tomorrow's another day. It's gonna be busy. I don't know what time I'm gonna be finished and everything. But every day is an adventure. Alright, see you guys later.